Hi guys, Dennis here from Denny Bob's RC. Hey, long time no see. I haven't posted anything for a while, but kind of been busy. Little things get in the way, and other little projects and whatnot that are not RC related. And unfortunately, the weather here has not been cooperative to get out and play outside. Um, we had about 8 inches of rain in a 24-hour period here 2 nights ago, and everything's wet. So when your outdoor play area is wet, yeah, you just don't play, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to go through my little R620 Scania Highline. It is a model that is made by Hercules. Very similar to Tamiya. Some of the stuff in the differentials is a little different, but similar. But same 14th scale. One thing that is majorly different from the Tamiya Scania trucks, I would go through that, is the doors open. None of the Tamiya trucks I know from the factory do that. And then they snap shut. And I don't know if any of the Tamiya stuff does it or not, but the hood opens. And then my receiver, and you can get to everything in there. In this truck, I am running a RC 4-wheel drive 55-turn brushed motor with a 3-speed transmission, which is very similar to Tamiya. The truck's a little dusty and a little dirty. It's been a while since I built it. I need to get a little different battery to mount in there, but it mounts, that one runs in there fine. This one I am running. I do have a 4-to-1 gear reduction, gear reduction behind the transmission. So it is very similar to Tamiya, but different in some aspects. They are a lot cheaper as far as a price purchase-wise. Another thing I did add is I added a set of Lasso twin pipes. That was not factory. And I also added an Int-G rear bumper. And I actually put some nice rubber flaps in here that are a little bit longer than the factory. Another thing I did do on this truck that was a little different than the rest. I think these are aluminum wheels instead of the factory plastic ones that come with them, the plastic chromes. But it is a pretty sharp looking truck. I went with blue when I painted it, and I've got the Griffin on there like the Scanias do. I myself am not a huge foreign truck guy, so this is my first attempt at one. And I don't know if I will do any more. I'm more of a Kenworth Peterbilt Freightliner Mack guy. But it's always cool to say that you at least did one of these trucks. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I didn't do a lot of detail in the cab other than paint it gray on the inside. And most of the model comes in white. And there's a few pieces in black. But like the skirting was white, so I had to paint that black, and little different things here and there. And I did a video earlier on some instructions on some of the stuff for the model that was wrong, and I corrected that. But let's kind of get a look underneath the truck a little bit. One thing that's majorly different from the Tamiya, like the Grand Hauler and the King Hauler and that there is the shifting servo. It's mounted completely different than what the Tamiya trucks are. And then the steering servo is mounted over on the side and goes through a little steering box, a little pitman to steer the front axle. So it's a little different than your standard truck. I did go with the bad boy drive shafts, I think is what they're called, instead of the old pin and whatnot. pin and ball type drive shafts they come from the factory with. I upgraded those. The plastics are very similar to the plastic axles, and the suspension is all very, very similar to the Tamiya. The transmission is very similar to how the Tamiya is built. I think the Hercules is just kind of a cheaper version of the truck built. But overall, it's kind of a unique thing for me to do. I do, let's see what we got here. Get the radio turned on. And I did the same thing that I did with my all my trucks. I just do a simple on-off light kit. I don't do any turn signals or anything like that. No fancy sound kit with, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Something new for me, something different. But I figured I'd just kind of come in here and share it with you guys. We'll get it down on the road, on the ground here, and take it out for a spin. That there is first gear. There's second gear. And we'll do third here. Third is not terribly fast by no means. It is quick, but if you want to slow it down, you just put it down in first and do your little crawling. I do have intentions. I did have a sound kit in it. It was a Lasso T3. I think that's what they are, 3Ts or whatever. There was something funky going on with it, so I took it back out. So I just decided to, I'll run without one. I may get another kind of a sound kit to put in it. But it's got all the same hookups as the Tamiya trucks, you know, as far as the fifth wheel and that. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's pretty cool. From the factory, they don't come with any exhaust of any kind. So I just thought, this is for a Tamiya truck, but it fits right on here. So anyway, we'll get her back up on the bench. The only thing with putting these the pipes on here, it makes it hard to get to the little latch. There's actually a place to put a pin so that the cab won't fold forward anymore or lock it down, but I don't know. I think it's fine the way it is. I don't think there's any reason to pin it down. It takes a little bit to pull the cab up, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't go into a lot of detail. I know the guys that do some of these foreign Scania trucks, they really go into details on a lot of it, but not really my thing. But it comes with decals and the chrome and a bunch of different things in the kit. So it's pretty cool, I think. For my first foreign truck, I mounted the switch up here so I can shut it off. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The paint's not perfect. It's got some little imperfections and whatnot in it, but I'm one that will probably go out and play with this outside, hook a trailer to it, run it through the dirt and whatever else, and I don't get them too perfect due to the fact that I'm going to scratch it, and that first scratch is always the most painful. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So all in all, there's my Scania R620. It is a Hercules kit. It is not a Tamiya kit. So I think I said that earlier. So anyway, Thanks for coming along for the ride, folks. Catch you guys later.